Have you ever seen a father hiding his tears behind a tired smile, pushing through the hardest days just to save his child's future? This is the story of one such father, a man whose hands carried bricks, but whose heart carried mountains of love. On the outskirts of a busy American city, a massive building was rising from the ground, surrounded by stacks of bricks, steel rods, cement dust, and the familiar scent of construction. The building's owner, Mr. Grant, was in a rush. He wanted the project finished before the deadline, and the pressure fell directly on contractor David Collins. Every day, David received the same call. "David, how long? When will it be done? Hurry up." The words had become a source of anxiety. The morning seemed normal, but hidden inside the bricks was a storm waiting to break. Suddenly, Mr. Grant arrived at the site, impatient eyes, annoyed face. "David, why is this building still behind schedule?" "You know we don't have time," David replied calmly. "Sir, we're close. I'm trying to finish within a month." Mr. Grant scanned the site aggressively, and his eyes stopped on an elderly worker, Henry Walker. Henry, in his early 50s, was losing strength with age, but never his determination. Supporting his family kept bringing him back to work every day. He was carrying a load of bricks, but suddenly his hands trembled. The bricks slipped and shattered on the ground. Mr. Grant exploded. "What are you doing? You just wasted all of that. Can't you see properly? Are you here to work or to destroy things?" Henry shrank in fear. "Sir, I'm not feeling well today. My hand went numb. I didn't do it on purpose." But Mr. Grant had no mercy. "I don't need old men on my site. We need speed, not excuses." He turned sharply to David. "Fire him, today." After Mr. Grant left, David sighed. He knew Henry wasn't a bad worker, just a tired one, but he couldn't disobey the owner. He called Henry aside. "Henry, the owner doesn't want you here anymore. You'll have to stop working from today." Henry froze. Tears rolled down his face. "Sir, I've worked here for years. I wasn't well today. Please don't fire me. My son is in college. My family depends on me. Please." David felt pain, but he had no choice. Henry packed his tools slowly and walked home with heavy footsteps. At home, he couldn't tell his son the truth. Evan asked, "Dad, why are you home so early?" Henry forced a smile. "Work was light today, son." But that evening, Evan said, "Dad, I need to pay my tuition, and my shoes are torn." Henry's head grew heavy. He touched Evan's head. "I'll take care of it tomorrow. Don't worry." But later, sitting alone in the dark, he broke down in silent tears. A father cries, only where no one can see. At dawn, Henry went out searching for work. Everywhere he heard, "Not at your age. This job is too heavy for you." Hours passed, his legs went numb, but he found nothing. Desperate to save his son's future, he returned to the old site. David frowned. "Henry, I told you not to come back. If the owner sees you, he'll get angry." Henry lowered his head. "Sir, no one hired me. My son needs money today. I have nothing. Please, let me work. I won't make any mistakes." David's eyes softened. The man wasn't lying. "Fine," he said. "Go back to work. I'll handle Mr. Grant if he comes." Henry's eyes filled with gratitude. A day's wage meant hope for his son. 2 hours later, Mr. Grant arrived and saw Henry working again. He burst out, "David, I told you to fire him. I will not pay him." David replied quietly, "Sir, he found no job anywhere. His son is in college. If he doesn't earn today, they will go hungry. You don't need to pay him, I will." Mr. Grant paused. Something cracked inside him. Finally, he said, "Fine, let him work. I'll pay him. Just make sure the work is done right." As he left, David smiled. Henry's tears returned, this time from relief. At noon, Evan arrived with his father's lunch. From afar, he saw Henry working under the harsh sun, soaked in sweat, covered in dust. Seeing his father's exhaustion, Evan's eyes filled with tears. Henry stopped working. "Why did you come in this heat, son?" He wiped Evan's sweat with the towel on his own shoulder, his own body drenched, yet love overflowing. Evan suddenly cried, "Dad, please take care of yourself. It hurts to see you suffer." Henry hugged him tightly, his own eyes now wet. "Son," Henry whispered, "one day you'll be a father too, and then you'll understand. A father's pain never feels like pain, because he turns every hardship into strength for his child." Amid dust and bricks, a pure moment bloomed, a bond of endless love between a father and his son. A man's worth is not in age or strength, but in humanity, love, and sacrifice. A father forgets his own fears, hunger, and exhaustion, just to build a better tomorrow for his child. That love is the purest strength on earth. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more heartfelt stories.